Welcome to the final episode of Workplace English Masterclass. Congratulations on making it this far. Over the past 14 episodes, you've developed the communication skills that professionals use every day. You've learned how to speak with confidence, lead meetings, give constructive feedback, write professional emails, negotiate respectfully, resolve conflict, persuade others, and communicate like a leader. Today is different. This isn't about learning something new. It's about bringing everything together. Imagine this is your first day in a new professional role. Throughout the day, you'll face different workplace situations, and you'll naturally apply the communication skills you've developed throughout this course. By the end of this lesson, you'll see how all of these skills connect to help you become a confident and effective communicator. Let's begin your workplace journey. Every successful workday is built on effective communication. From the moment you arrive at work until the moment you leave, every conversation shapes your professional reputation. You introduce yourself to colleagues. You participate in meetings. You share ideas. You answer questions. You solve problems. You negotiate solutions. You build relationships. And sometimes, you even lead others. Professional communication isn't about using complicated English. It's about being clear, respectful, confident, and purposeful in every interaction. Today's lesson is your opportunity to experience how all these skills work together in one realistic workplace journey. Let's begin the day. You arrive at the office. Your colleagues greet you with a smile. You smile back and confidently say, "Good morning, everyone. It's great to see you. I hope you're all doing well." These simple greetings create positive first impressions and help build professional relationships. Looking forward to working with everyone today. Notice how this creates a friendly and collaborative atmosphere before the workday even begins. Professional communication often starts with small moments like these. A warm greeting, a genuine smile, and positive language can make colleagues feel welcomed, respected, and valued. Successful professionals understand that every conversation, no matter how small, contributes to stronger workplace relationships. Today begins with your first team meeting. As everyone settles into the meeting room, you confidently begin the discussion. You say, "Let's begin today's meeting." This simple phrase immediately sets a professional tone and signals that it's time to focus. You continue. Our priority today is... Effective professionals make priorities clear from the beginning. When everyone understands the main objective, the meeting becomes more organized and productive. Next, you invite participation by asking, "Does anyone have any updates?" Notice that you're encouraging collaboration. Professional meetings are conversations, not one-way presentations. Finally, you conclude the introduction by saying, "Let's discuss our next steps." Every successful meeting should end with clear actions. People should leave knowing exactly what needs to be done, who's responsible, and what happens next. Because you've learned how to lead meetings confidently, your colleagues know exactly where the discussion is heading. During the meeting, you have an opportunity to present a new idea. Instead of simply sharing your opinion, you communicate professionally and confidently. You begin by saying, "I'd like to recommend." This immediately tells your audience that you're presenting a thoughtful suggestion. Next, you explain the value of your idea. One key advantage is, rather than focusing only on the idea itself, you explain the benefit it will bring to the team. You continue by supporting your recommendation with evidence. Based on our findings, using facts, research, or previous results makes your recommendation more credible and persuasive. Finally, you say, "I believe this approach would..." This allows you to explain the positive outcome your proposal could achieve. By combining clear recommendations, evidence, and logical reasoning, you've presented your idea professionally and earned your colleagues' attention. After your presentation, your colleagues begin asking questions. Instead of feeling nervous, you remember everything you've learned throughout this course. Someone asks an important question. You respond, "That's a great question." This acknowledges the person's contribution and creates a positive atmosphere.
I understand your concern. Rather than becoming defensive, you show that you're listening carefully and respecting different perspectives.
You then explain your reasoning by saying, "Let me explain." This gives you an opportunity to clarify your thinking calmly and professionally. Finally, you add, "May I offer another perspective?" Instead of arguing, you invite your colleagues to consider another point of view. By answering questions with confidence, respect, and clarity, you've strengthened your credibility and demonstrated professional communication at its best. As the meeting continues, the team discusses different ideas for moving the project forward. Everyone has valuable suggestions, and together you begin exploring possible solutions. You say, "Let's explore our options." This encourages open discussion and reminds everyone that there is often more than one way to solve a problem. After listening carefully to your colleagues, you offer a suggestion. "Perhaps we could..." This phrase introduces your idea politely and encourages collaboration rather than disagreement. The team discusses the proposal and gradually moves towards a solution. That sounds fair. This shows that the proposed solution is balanced and acceptable to everyone involved. Finally, you conclude by saying, "I think we've reached an agreement." This confirms that the discussion has successfully resulted in a shared decision. Successful negotiations are not about winning. They're about finding solutions that everyone can support while maintaining positive professional relationships. Later in the afternoon, an unexpected challenge arises. A misunderstanding causes tension between two colleagues. Instead of allowing the situation to become emotional, you remain calm and professional. Let's discuss this calmly. This simple phrase helps lower tension and encourages a respectful conversation. As the discussion continues, you explain your viewpoint. "From my perspective..." This allows you to share your thoughts without suggesting that your opinion is the only correct one. You then encourage collaboration by saying, "Let's find a solution together." Rather than focusing on blame, you focus on resolving the issue. Finally, you conclude with, "I appreciate your feedback." This shows respect for the other person's perspective, even if you don't completely agree. Professional communication isn't about avoiding conflict. It's about handling difficult situations with maturity, respect, and a willingness to work towards a positive outcome. By the end of the meeting, everyone clearly understands the agreed action plan. Now it's time to follow up professionally. A well-written email helps confirm important decisions and ensures that everyone has the same information. You begin your email by writing, "I'm writing to..." This introduces the purpose of your message clearly and professionally. Next, you include, "Please find attached." This politely directs the reader to any supporting documents or files. Before ending your message, you write, "Thank you for your time." Expressing appreciation helps maintain positive professional relationships. Finally, you close your email with, "Kind regards." This is one of the most common and professional email sign-offs used in workplaces around the world. Strong communication doesn't end when the meeting finishes. Professional follow-up ensures that ideas become actions and that everyone remains informed and aligned. As the workday comes to an end, your manager asks you to share a few closing remarks with the team. Just a few months ago, this might have felt intimidating, but today, you step forward with confidence. You begin by saying, "I'd like to highlight." This phrase immediately draws everyone's attention to the most important message. You continue, "Together, we can." Notice that you're bringing the team together rather than focusing on individual achievements. Great leaders inspire people by creating a shared vision. Next, you provide clear direction. "Here's what I recommend." Strong leaders don't simply identify problems. They offer practical solutions and help others move forward with confidence. Finally, you conclude by saying, let's move forward by... Every successful leader leaves people with clarity about the next steps. As your colleagues leave the meeting, they don't just remember what you said, they remember how you made them feel. Confident, supported, and motivated. That is the power of leadership communication. Take a moment to reflect on everything you've accomplished throughout this course. Think back to episode 1. Perhaps speaking professionally felt challenging. Maybe leading meetings or presenting ideas seemed intimidating. Today, you've completed an entire professional workday using English confidently. You greeted colleagues professionally. You participated in meetings. You presented ideas with confidence. You answered challenging questions calmly. You negotiated respectfully. You resolved conflict professionally. You wrote a clear and professional follow-up email. And you communicated like a leader. These are not just English phrases. They are practical communication skills that professionals use every single day. Every lesson you've completed has helped you become a more confident, capable, and effective communicator. Take a moment to appreciate how far you've come. Growth happens one conversation at a time. Congratulations! You have successfully completed the complete Workplace English course. This is more than the end of a course. It's the beginning of a new chapter in your professional journey. Throughout these 15 episodes, you've learned far more than vocabulary and grammar. You've learned how to communicate with confidence, how to build meaningful professional relationships, how to lead meetings, present ideas, negotiate respectfully, resolve conflict, influence decisions, and communicate like a leader. Remember, confidence doesn't come from knowing every English word. Confidence comes from using the words you know with clarity, purpose, and professionalism. The workplace will continue to present new opportunities, new challenges, and new conversations. Carry these communication skills with you wherever your career takes you. Keep practicing. Keep learning. Keep asking questions. And most importantly, keep communicating with confidence. Thank you for joining me throughout this Workplace English Masterclass. It's been a privilege to be part of your learning journey. I'm truly grateful you chose everyday English treats to support your growth. I wish you every success in your career and in your future. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep treating every day as an opportunity to become a better communicator. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon.